Dude's video, it is called, first of all, this is the one that was enough to make me come back onto this account. It's called Nobody Wants a White Girl Who Dated a Black Guy That Is a Fact. Well, let me say out of, my own racial identity, I'm black. Some of the generalizations that he makes about black men are not true. I have to say that just for GP. But one thing he does say in this video that I know for a fact, and I kind of forgot about it, is that you got white girls and some Asian girls who will only date black men that are niggas. They don't want an African American man. They don't want a black guy. They don't want a Negro. They definitely don't want an Oreo. They want a nigga. And by a nigga, I don't mean somebody just says, yo, what's up, nigga? I mean any depraved, creepy ass, messed up, effed up stereotype you can possibly think of. That's what they want. They are even worse about it than the sisters that we like to get on who date thugs. It is almost as if they are trying to out-ghetto the black women. And the thing about these type of girls is you can't always tell that they are like that. You can assume that if she speaks fluent Ebonics, if it's a white girl that speaks fluent Ebonics, she's ebonically correct, that she is the type of white girl that likes niggas. But I've seen some little goody two-shoe looking ass white girls who like niggas too. My own experience with that is that the 3 white girls I was involved with, 2 of them wanted a nigga. A thug one. The first one was pretty much upfront about it. Like, she messed with, drug dealers, pretty much, and me. And I can't see why she was trying to, get me to reveal my inner niggerdom, I guess you could say. Because I was a nerdy type kid, but I could fight, and I could fight well. I could fight very well. I was even known for fighting and beating up guys that were like drug dealers, criminals, and on their way to jail. I was a rare combination of honor student and warrior. So I think instead of trying to make the honor student part flourish, she wanted that. Well, she perceived to be a warrior, which really wasn't a true warrior. It was just a nigga. That's what happens if you grow up in a kind of harsh environments. You may have to thug up a little bit. What is the guy's name? There's a psychiatrist. I think it was M. Scott Peck who talked about that phenomenon. He called it gargoyling, and I think it's in his book, People of a Lie. But don't quote me for that, but get that book anyway. I'm rambling. Yeah, so they want niggas. The other one that had really almost tricked me, she didn't come off right away starting off of that. It was just little suggestions, little things here and there. Would you try this? Want to try that? Next thing you know, is bondage. She wanted me to choke her, slap her, and stuff like that. Now, I know there's a certain segment of the world that is into dominance, submission, S&M, which in and of itself is perverted. That's a perversion. That's not a way we want to relate to each other. We don't want to slap each other around. But why come to a black guy for that? Why be white and come to a black guy for that? And not really be upfront about it too. Be deceitful. Trying to groom the man into
into, into being like that. Why not? She could have put some ads up on the internet. I don't know if Craigslist was, it may have been pre-Craigslist, but you could have used one of them weird ass newspapers that they have out there to handle that. So anyway, I'm just saying in conclusion that I want to know what people think. White girls, really, not just white girls, white and Asian women. White and Asian women who like not African Americans, but niggas. And there's also an Asian woman I know. Brother I know by acquaintance, he's a friend of a friend, was involved with her. And he didn't know that I knew he was involved with her. And he was kind of asking me about, I think he was almost thinking about getting back together with her. And he was seeing a sister, but he was thinking about getting, I think I know that look. He was kind of thinking, well, maybe, I don't know, should I? And I just set him straight like this. I said, I've known her for a long time. And I've only known her to date 2 African Americans. The rest of the guys she dated are niggas. He said, no. I mean, I don't have a problem with dating a black man. I said, no, you are not hearing me. I've only known her to date 2 African Americans. By that I mean black guys who are, honorable, respectful, and functional. The rest were niggas. Because I think that's what she likes. She likes that thug stuff. So if you look at what is popular in our society, what is popular in our culture, by our I don't just mean black. It's more exaggerated than black. But you can see it in American culture. What's propped up? What's glamorized? What's glorified? Niggas. That's what. People who display the worst of the worst behavior. And there are various conspiracy theories as to why. But one of the oldest mentions of it that I know of is what they call in the Catholic Church the glamour of evil, the allure of evil. So, some of these people, they are in love with evil. They are in love with evil. That's it, So, can we talk about it? Can we talk about this? Can we talk about this instead of leaving a bunch of comments using racial slurs and not really contributing to the conversation? Can we get video responses to this thing? I'd like to talk about it. What's up with that? What's up with that? Coming over to the black race, in particular the African American ethnic group, and not looking for a black man, but looking for a nigga. What's up?